How's it going, guys? Today we have some exciting news to share, and the news is tomorrow there is gonna be this new login free legendary champion track, which everybody can participate in, so that's pretty awesome. I see that this information has actually been leaked a while ago, but right now it is actually relevant the most, so I'll still share this, because I myself even didn't actually bother hearing about this thing before, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you have also not heard about this thing. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be awesome, and don't forget you can download raid from my download link if you want to start raid the right way with tons of amazing champions. By the way, today is my last day with this amazing promo code. Tomorrow we're gonna have a different amazing promo code. One might take it as a better one, others might take it as worse, but I think it's just amazing free stuff you could be getting as soon as you start. So if you grab this one today, I'd say you're gonna be very well off, and the new one tomorrow is also pretty awesome. And don't forget you also have 24 hours to use one of the amazing promo codes like Monkey King, or Desert Queen, or Demon Slayer to get yourself another amazing legendary champion as soon as you start. Now let's get into the video. Okay, so what is this amazing new champion? It is this girl, Lemoni. She is a Sylvan Watcher, Force Affinity champion, and she looks pretty interesting. She is a free champion after all, so she's not gonna be amazing, but here's what you can expect out of this Lemoni chase. Basically, everybody who logs in from July 1st all the way up to August 8th will have the opportunity to get himself a Lemoni legendary champion, as well as a bunch of other goodies, including a couple of 5-star Savage pieces, a bunch of 6-star Savage pieces, which are amazing for any new player, and heck, even for endgame players, Savage is still very usable for all nukers and such. You also have a little bit of extra bunch of free stuff over there, nothing really to write home about, but you're also gonna be getting her the 2-star soul on day 14, and after that on phase 2, you're also gonna get her the 5-star soul, which is honestly amazing. Like, being able to get yourself a free 5-star soul for a legendary champion nonetheless is absolutely game-changing, and if this is your only 5-star champion, this would be a great opportunity for you to be having a nice little brimstone soul on a 5-star champion, because that is actually a protected buff, and it does tons of damage even with bad gear, because it doesn't care what gear you have, it still deals a lot of good damage, especially for early game players. It is gonna be an absolute game changer. Speaking of amazing things, my gem pass just ended, so I will be writing that wrong real quick. Gonna claim myself another daily gem pass. Literally the best thing you could be buying for money. This is the best thing you could be getting basically for free, because 2,000, this thing honestly should be costing about $20 if it's the regular price for raid, so a very worth thing to be grabbing yourself every time you have a chance to. Always worth grabbing this bad boy, so I will do such a thing for my account again, as I have often done. Definitely would be great not to be letting this thing slip. Getting all of these gems across 1 month, really nice influx of energy, all of that good stuff you would love to see. Lemoni herself is a damage dealer. She is supposed to be a nuker, I guess, and from what I hear, she is gonna be amazing on the new event dungeon. She does actually have some interesting stuff to her kit that allows her to do more against the Corrupted Alliance, apparently, and to be honest, from the damage we just saw here, she's really nothing to write home about. Like 37k damage for a damage dealer. That's a rookie number, isn't it? Now we saw a couple of 10s, a couple of 20s, really not that amazing, but who knows what gear she has, and more importantly, who knows what kind of multiplier she has. That's another thing, we still don't know exactly how much she does have, but soon that is gonna be obvious to everybody. What we do have, however, is already a Hell Hades blog post about this champion, and she is rated as a 4-star, which I think is a little bit generous going through her kit, but she's definitely not bad, especially with the 5-star free soul. It is just amazing for a lot of players. And yeah, she is a Sylvan Watcher, so no matter what kind of player you are, you're still probably gonna be happy having her for your faction wars, for your Cursed City of Sintranos, for secret rooms, all of that stuff. Definitely is gonna be worth having a champion like this. She is rated very generous across the board, but yeah, let's go through her skills and see what she is about. The first skill, Auric Talons, attacks one enemy 2 times. If the target is under a shield buff, each hit has a 25 chance of decreasing the value of the shield by 10%. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. If the target is not under any shield buffs, each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense instead. Honestly, I don't even know why I had to read this. Like, why is this even here, guys? 25% chance chance of decreasing the value of a shield by 10%. Are you freaking kidding me? Is this a rare? Is this a rare champion right here, guys? I don't even know, Chief. So that definitely doesn't sound too amazing, and it's also an attack a single target a couple of times. The second half kinda interesting. Also ignores 50% of the target's resistance, and she will ignore 10% of the target's defense, which is kinda cool, but definitely not the most amazing thing to look at. As you can see, this thing can book out 3 times, and with the level 3 and 4, she's also gonna increase the buff-debuff chance. So she books out the 50% chance decreasing? Yeah, it's just a waste of books. I would not really waste any books for this ability, I can tell you that much. Her second ability is attack one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 100% chance of removing 2 random buffs from the target. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. This skill deals more damage equal to the value of the target's current turn meter, stacks up to 100%. So that's kind of cool. That definitely is awesome. And the Corrupted Alliance, again, these are the champions from the event dungeon. So that's an interesting prospect for her. And also this skill deals more damage equal to the value of the target's turn meter. This would be pretty nice if you actually tune it in a way that she takes a turn right before the boss actually takes her turn. So that would be close to 100% damage increase. Again, we don't know what the multipliers are just yet, but surely it's gonna be something decent at least. Like, she does seem to be a straight up damage dealer for the most part, so let's hope those multipliers really actually put a dent in the champion she's gonna be slapping on, because if it doesn't, she is kinda on the whatever side. This thing also books out 4 times. First couple gives you plus 10 damage, and the second couple minus on the cooldown, so I guess that is gonna be beneficial if you really want to be using this champion to their full potential, but still, I'm not sold if this champion really deserves all of the books she actually needs, which is a grand total of 11, by the way. And her last skill is attack all enemies 2 times, which is kinda cool. The first hit has 75 chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. This right here would be amazing against something like Amius in the Cursed City, so definitely worth having this champion in your roster, especially with the 5-star. If you slap a Brimstone on her, that is going to be a lot of extra damage you're going to be getting yourself against Amius, I can tell you. I have passed Amius so many times thanks to the Brimstone, it's not even funny. The second hit has 50% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. Will also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. Alrighty, so reoccurring pattern here. The ignore resistance is kind of cool if you're going to be using her against Corrupted Alliance stuff, so that's kind of nice. And for those who don't know what the Corrupted Alliance is, this would be Demon Spawn, Undead Horde, Dark Elves, and Night Revenants. So yeah, if you're fighting those, you're not gonna need as much accuracy for her to be landing her full potential of her kit. The 50% chance for block buffs is kinda annoying, honestly. It does book out the 75% chance. Would have been awesome if it starts off as 75 and books to 100, because nowadays, if your legendary doesn't do her things reliably, is that really a legendary? In today's day and age, guys, really? Really. Either way, that's the case here, so keep that in mind, but the heal reduction at least is kinda nice. Not that very many champions place AoE heal reduction. To be fair, we don't care too much about heal reduction on not that many champions, but still kinda nice, at least against Amius. Off the top of my head, that would be absolutely amazing. And yeah, comboed off with the 5-star Brimstone she could be bringing, and also that she is a damage dealer, I guess she would be a very decent champion for you to be bringing against Amius, who is also from the Corrupted Alliance, so she's not gonna need, what was it, 450, 500 accuracy for her to be landing this thing. She's gonna need only 250. And she also has a little passive here. She receives 15% less damage from enemies under heal reduction debuffs. Fill this champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy receives a shield buff or is healed. That's kinda nice. Would have been even nicer if this was for your whole team, but probably would have been too nice now, wouldn't it? It's kinda whatever, really. Yeah, she is gonna survive a little bit better against champions like that, but I don't know, man. Like, this champion had potential to be so much better, and they did her dirty here. Like, if this was a champion we needed to unlock from shards, I have a feeling these things would have been a little bit better, but she's just a free champ, so it is what it is, I guess. Free is still good, but could have been gooder now, couldn't it? Follow me for more English tips. We can also see Hell Hades also has some nice masteries for her if you want to jump the gun on her as soon as you get her, but that would be in like 7 days, so we still have time. She also has a PvP variation here as well, and here's what Hell Hades is proposing as potential awakenings, but if this is your first 5-star champion, guys, definitely consider slapping her with a Brimstone, because Brimstone ain't no joke, especially on a 5-star. It's very consistent. It cannot get cleansed, so a lot of good things will be happening for her if you get yourself the 5-star Brimstone. We can even see we have some propositions what kind of sets this champion would do well in, and it's obvious. I mean, she is a nuker, so crit rate, crit damage, speed, attack percent, that's what she is scaling her damage off, and a little bit of accuracy, so she could be landing all of that good stuff, but don't go crazy with the accuracy, guys. Just get enough for her to be landing her stuff effectively on the areas where you're gonna be using her. Ignore defense sets like Savage or Lethal, Merciless or Cruel will be doing great for her, and if you don't have too many of those, Perception also makes sense, because accuracy plus speed is always great on most champions that do what she does. For PvP, the situation is similar according to the stats you're looking for, but here you could also consider slapping her in at least a 4-piece stone skin so she doesn't die straight up. Feral and Pinpoint might also make sense, especially for some accessories and stuff, but we will cross that bridge a little bit later, I guess. So yeah, guys, don't forget to log in tomorrow, and in 7 days you will get your hands on her, in 14 days you will get her 2-star soul, and in 7 more days, or how much does it take after that? 2 more weeks after that? I'm not really sure, but eventually you're also gonna get your hands on the 5-star soul just by playing the game, which is pretty awesome. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be appreciated, and don't forget you can start Raid the right way with my download link to get your hands on some amazing champions as soon as you start the game. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.